Chase, nice to meet you.
Have a seat.
All right.
Okay, so when you were waiting in the lobby, did you have any questions about the liability forms that you signed and about the mandated reporting and all of that?
No,
Okay.
it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, so you understand the confidentiality and everything?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm here today because I'm 35 years old, and I just found out that I was diagnosed with a form of colon cancer, and it's really, it's kind of such a shock to me because I've always been, I've always thought of myself as being a really healthy person, and so this anxiety and the stress that I'm having right now, it's just, I feel like I'm going farther and farther into depression. So I don't know. It's just been such a surprise for me. And, I really haven't even feeling like doing anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me about the support systems that you have in your life right now.
Well, I have my wife and, my mom and dad, they live a few towns over, and a few brothers and sisters, and I have friends and everything. But now it just feels like now that I know that I have cancer, I just feel like I can't do the same things that I did before. I mean, to me, it's like, is exercising even worth it anymore? So I do have the support, and they've been telling me things, and I felt a little, I feel good. Around family, but then it still never, gets rid of the fact that, I have this cancer, so.
So what are some of the changes that you've noticed in your behavior or attitudes since you've been diagnosed with this, in terms of, especially around your family and then at work?
Well, I used to be, a life of the party, and it's hard for me to, muster up as much, the life is just not there like it used to be. And you hear stories about, people beating cancer and that kind of thing, but, this is like stage 3, and, there's only one more stage after that, so it's like, I have thoughts about, is this, am I too late, that kind of thing, and I've just been feeling down and depressed, and, I just really don't really feel like talking much anymore. I'm just really surprised that I came today to talk about this.
Yeah, what brings you in? What were some of the motivations?
Well, my family members, they saw that I was down, and it seemed like, my wife said, it's like no matter what we do, you still kind of seem down. So that's kind of why I felt like, maybe I need to go see a professional like you, see if maybe I could, get through some of these things.
Yeah, we'll definitely, during our sessions together, we'll try to establish some goals that we can both work towards, so that hopefully you'll be able to manage the stress a little bit better. Has the doctor been able to tell you exactly how long they're expecting this to last, and if they're hoping that you will be able to recover from it?
Well, they said that, I have about a year and a half, and, I'm just trying not to believe that, and a year and a half, I've lived for 35 years, and a year and a half seems so short. There's so many other things that I've wanted to do, and, it seems like, those things are going to come to an end, so.
What are some of the feelings that you're having as you're thinking about this year and a half in terms of relationships and the goals and dreams that you have for your life?
Well, I really want to live for my wife. We have a very tight relationship, and I don't want to leave her here. I feel like she's going to be by herself, and the thought of having to leave her here, really does something to me.
Does she have family here that's close by, or friends?
She does have family and friends, and very tight family, very nice. And they've always been so nice to me as well. So, I know that she'll have the support, but, again, it's like the intimate support, it won't be there.
That's true. Have you been able able to talk at length with her about all of this and about how she's feeling and.
Well, she doesn't. She's very encouraging, and she's still in that stage. We can beat this. We can beat this, and I commend her. She's being very positive about the situation. So, she just. I think she's trying to be strong for me.
That's great. Do you have kids?
No, we didn't have children.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm hoping that in the next session we'll be able to just flesh out some of these emotions more and maybe come up with some short-term and long-term goals during our times together. But I do encourage you, before we meet again, just to journal a little bit about all the feelings that you're having. And I've always found that to be very helpful for myself. And I think that if you could just bring some of those entries with you next week, we'll be able to talk more about that.
That sounds really good. I think I'll do that.
Okay.
I appreciate you talking to me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate you being so honest and open with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.